Hello, my name is Deidre, and this is Dee's Veggie-tale. If this is your first time joining this channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a recipe, which is a side dish, a cornbread dressing, and I'm going to make it vegan style. So stay tuned.
Introduce the ingredients to you. First of all, you need, for this recipe that I'm doing, I'm not making up a large amount of this cornbread dressing because it's just me and my husband here. So I'm gonna do this cornbread in an 8x8 pan. And the first thing you would need is you would need to melt 1/4 cup of butter. And here is the plant butter that I'm using, plant milk butter, my Yokos, which is a very good plant-based butter. And I'm gonna put this in the oven. Make sure you preheat your oven to 400 degrees. First, I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients in a separate bowl. You need 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 1/4 cup of yellow cornmeal, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/2 cup of cane sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You can just get this mixed up. I'm doing this recipe in steps. So the first step is you have to make your pan of cornbread. This is the base of the recipe. I'm gonna set that to the side. Now I'm gonna start mixing the wet ingredients. You need 1 cup of, this is a plant-based milk, which is almond milk. Whatever type of plant milk you have will work. This here is just eggs, 3 tablespoons of it. This is equivalent to 1 egg. Make sure that your milk and your eggs come to room temperature. Now I'm going to get this pan of butter that was melted. Remember, we put it in the oven, a 400-degree oven. I'm just going to mix that in there. Now I'm going to stir in the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Put it into this pan here where it will cook in the oven. I'm gonna put this in the oven and let it cook for probably about 23 to 25 minutes.
All right, so the cornbread has finished baking. So now what I'm going to do is I have a Ziploc bag here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this cornbread in this Ziploc bag. This is a method that was taught by my mom. You want to work with a couple-day-old cornbread, something that can sit around for like 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag and let it sit around for a couple days. Then from there, then I will finish making my dressing. Now, if you're in a hurry, you can go ahead and make your dressing from here. Just stay with this channel. The vegetables that I'm going to be putting in this cornbread dressing, first I'm going to do probably about half of this green pepper, a half a stalk of celery, and I'm going to use this whole small onion. You just want to chop your onions up in small pieces. They don't have to be big chunks. I'm going to cook these vegetables. I'm melting about a tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm melting probably about a half a stick of a plant-based butter. Let me introduce some other ingredients that I'll be using. I have my cornbread here that I made, which is the base of this recipe. I'm going to be using some stuffing, which is a herb seasoned cube stuffing, a bread stuffing, some salt and some pepper. Not too much salt because the bouillon cube has a lot of salt in it, in which I'm going to be using Better Than Bullion. This is a vegetarian where it doesn't have any animal products in it, but this is the chicken flavor. Also, I have poultry seasoning and ground sage that I'll be using in this recipe. I'm going to first start with the celery, and I'm just going to cook them for probably a few minutes, let them saute before I add the peppers and the onions. For those who use celery, you know celery takes a little bit longer to cook. So I'm going to put these in here first and let them cook a little bit. And as the celery and onion and bell peppers are cooking down, you're going to do this for a few minutes, probably about 20 minutes or so. Let it cook let it cook down. I got some water boiling over here, and I'm going to add probably about 3 teaspoons of the chicken-based bouillon. Take it easy with this because it's probably about 660 I would say milligrams of sodium in this, so it's real salty. I'm just going to stir that up. I have some water boiling, probably about 4 cups of water here. And this is going to be my wet ingredient that I'm going to put as I mix the dressing up. These onions, peppers, and celery are cooking pretty good. I'm going to cook them probably for about another 15 or 20 minutes because I really want to cook them down. Not just saute them, but cook them. As you can see, I crumbled my cornbread up that was in that Ziploc bag. And I just crumbled it up. There's some big pieces in it. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of the bread stuffing. Let's just stir this a little bit. Now these are the vegetables that I cooked down, which is the onion, the bell pepper, and the celery. I'm just going to add that in here. I think I'm gonna add the seasoning first. I usually do the seasoning. This is a poultry seasoning. Say start off probably with I'm gonna say a tablespoon. And this here is ground sage. And here is the broth. And this is 4 cups and 3 teaspoons of the Better Than Bullion. Just gonna get that stirred in here. Okay, look like I'm gonna want a little bit more broth, so I heated up 2 cups of low sodium vegetable broth. There's a certain consistency I want to get it to. This here is a recipe I got from my mom probably over 25 years ago. This is my first time making this vegan. Give it a little bit of a taste to see if the seasoning is where I want it at. Taste the flavor of it. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more sage in it. Just a little bit more of poultry seasoning. back and put it in this dish here. Okay, I'm getting ready to put aluminum foil over this, and I'm gonna cook it in a. Make sure you print your oven at 375 preheated. All right, the dressing have finished. Unwrapped it and let it cook for another 20 minutes. So now I think I do want some gravy, so I'm heating up some, probably about a 1/4 cup of butter here. And I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of flour just to make a roux here. And this is kind of like over medium heat. 1/4 teaspoon. I'm using white pepper. You can use black pepper. Just a little bit of salt. And here I'm just gonna mix this up and make a roux. This is 1/4 cup of plant-based butter. Now I'm gonna add 2 cups of broth. This is vegetable low sodium beef broth. Just gonna whisk that and let it thicken. Look how this has thickened up. This is a very quick gravy. All right, let's give this a try. Vegan cornbread dressing. Mm, that's good. For my first time making this vegan, this is really good. You're not missing out on anything. Until next time, have a wonderful day.